Hi everyone, Karen here again. Today I've been playing with my F1 laser and I've been doing some engraving on teaspoons, and I've also been trying out the XTool Creative Space app on my iPad. I saw a picture of engraved teaspoons and so I thought I'd like to have a go. And so I picked up some inexpensive spoons when I went out shopping. XTool Creative Space has been available as a computer-based program for some time now, but very recently they've also launched an app. It supports all of the XTool lasers, and so I decided to give it a try. The app's installed on my iPad and I've connected my F1 over Wi-Fi, so now I can do my designing. In my opinion, it is never too soon to think about Halloween, and so I'm going to engrave the words "Witch's Brew" on this spoon. I select the text tool, and first of all I clear the hello that's already in the text box, and I enter witches. I'm moving it up and out of my way, and then I'm selecting my text tool again, but this time the word I'm entering is brew. Now, when I did this, I was thinking about using different fonts or different sizes of fonts for each word. In the end, I didn't, so I could have saved myself some time and just entered it all in the one box. I selected both of the text boxes and I'm going to choose Engrave as my processing type. I've changed the typeface to Allegria SC. It's one of the fonts that comes in XCS. I drag to select both boxes and I use the Align menu to align them along the horizontal center. Select both of the boxes and I'm going to use the resize function bottom left of the box to shrink them down a bit, and next I'm going to move them off to one side. I've measured the bowl of the spoon and it's 30mm by 45mm. So I selected a circle from the built-in shapes, and I want this to be on its own layer, so I select the layer menu and move to and the layer color that I want it to go to. Now I want to edit that circle that I've just created. First of all, I need to unlock the shape and then enter the correct width and height. And this is going to give me a guide to make sure that my design fits on my spoon. And I just keep adjusting the size of my text box until the words fit where I want them. And before I go any further, I'm going to input the settings that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to choose infrared laser and select my power and speed and number of lines per centimetre, and also the number of passes that I'm going to use. When I engrave the spoon, it needs to be reasonably level, so I'm going to need some way of supporting it. Now, I came across this hack on YouTube, and I'm sorry I don't remember whose idea it was. If I find out, I will link the video below, because I thought this was a really clever idea. So I'm using something called kinetic sand. It's sold as a toy. I bought it from Amazon and I just got the cheapest colour, which happened to be this sandy brown. Kinetic sand behaves very much like wet sand, but it never dries out. I filled up a little plastic container that gave me about 2 centimetres or 1 inch of depth of the sand, And then I pressed the bowl of the spoon into the kinetic sand so that the stem of the spoon rested on the edge of the little pot. So this will keep it fairly level. And now I can take the whole thing over to the F1 and focus the laser. And then once the laser's focused, I can just turn my pot so that it's oriented the right way. So next I'm going back to my software and I'm going to guess whereabouts I think the image on screen needs to be to match up with where the spoon is on the bed of the F1. And then I'm going to turn on framing. So if it's not quite right, which it wasn't the first time, I made a few adjustments by raising or lowering the position of the text box on my iPad, and also by moving the physical position of the teaspoon to left and right until I got it the way I wanted it to. Now, I don't need the oval anymore. That was just to help me position my wording, so I'll just get rid of it. Everything's how I want it, so I hit start on my iPad, and then once it's processed, I hit start again, and then it's time to go and press the go button on the F1. And these are my final results. I also did another spoon where I imported an image from a file, and that also came out very well. Now, these spoons were super inexpensive, so I really don't mind experimenting on them, and I was very happy with the results. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, but that's it for now, and I do have some more ideas that I want to share, so do please come back and see me again sometime soon. Thanks for sticking with me up until now, and bye for now.